Hey everyone, my name is Dalton, and this is my self-portrait project. The first image you see is of a landscape I took this past weekend up in the Forest Grove Hills. As you can see, it's got a lot of color. I took it mainly for the composition. I really like the composition with those things in the front. Like I said, it's a dog park, so there's little obstacles and stuff, but I think this picture represents me well because, I'm from California originally, but I've kind of fallen in love with the area. Not Forest Grove as much, but I like Oregon. I think it's really beautiful. And if you get out of Forest Grove, you go up in the hills or you kind of go off in the other direction, there's a lot of really cool things you could see. So, I saw this and I thought it was really cool. So I took the shot. It came out a little bright, so I darkened it up a little bit, added some contrast. And if you see these three posts in the front, they didn't have the blueness on them when I originally took the shot. But I oversaturated the photo and noticed that they kind of got that blueness on the top. I thought that looked really cool. So what I did was, in order to save the rest of the photo and not oversaturate everything, I used the brush tool and I brushed the top of them just to keep that blue color. I think it adds a little fullness to the photo. And yeah, I think this is a pretty cool picture. But moving on is a photo that I took in Portland of my friend Will a couple weeks ago. He's doing a backflip off a tree. I think this photo represents me well because, I love sports, big part of my life. I've loved sports ever since I was 4 years old, and I like to shoot sports, and my friend likes to do parkour, so I said, hey, let me grab my camera and we'll check it out. And I used my new telephoto lens that I got, and I got some really cool shots. This is one of them, and I did some editing to the photo. I didn't crop it at all, but I used the brush tool and kind of eliminated the distractions of the back and down below on the grass was kind of distracting. Kind of took some clarity out of it and made it blurry, took some color out of it just to get away from it. I wanted to have the focus on my friend Will. I think the tree adds a lot of good composition to the photo. I was looking at that when I took it. Next photo is of my shoe. And you might be wondering why I have a picture of my shoe. It's because, I think it represents my style pretty well. I love Vans. It's pretty much the only kind of shoe I wear. And it reminds me of California, where I'm from. Everybody wears Vans, and it just kind of rubbed off on me, I guess. And I don't know, it just reminds me of home, and I think it's a good representation of me. And the photo itself is a still life. I really like still life photography. I like to place items and take pictures of them because you can do anything you want with them, and it's pretty cool. The next photo is of my friend. This was also taken in the the Forest Grove Hills, near David Hill Winery. Right about magic hour, right when the sun was starting to go down. You get a lot of really good color in the sky. This is actually with freehand, didn't have a tripod. So obviously I darkened the photo and I wanted to make it a silhouette, which I think looks really cool. So I added some saturation to the sky, added some contrast. I think this is a good representation of my photography style because I really like color and I mainly shoot for color, not so much contrast. So yeah, this is a good representation of my color palette, and I think this is a pretty cool photo. And last but not least is my self-portrait. I kind of wanted to put one in there of me. I don't know, I thought this was pretty cool. I took this in my living room in the dorm, and I don't know really why I'm sitting on the couch, but I kind of was being lazy that day. It was a Sunday, so I just busted out my camera and set it on the chair and just took this picture. Actually on like the first try, and the lighting was just perfect. The lighting was coming in the window and it just hit me right. And obviously, I added some contrast to it, and I saturated the photo, but I took out vibrance, so I think it gives it a really cool look. Added some clarity to it, and even though I'm not sitting on the couch all day, I do on Sundays, so I think it's a pretty good representation of me. And yeah, that's my self-portrait project. I hope you guys liked it. Thank you very much.